My name is Renee Brown, and I'm the owner of Trachouse Beauty Salon. So Trachouse has been in existence for about 8 years now officially, but it started in my college apartment bedroom. I would do friends, referrals of friends on campus, and I was just doing hair, and then it just kind of blossomed into this machine that it is now. We have 13 employees, and we provide a wide array of beauty services. So not just hair, we do makeup, we do nails, we have licensed estheticians, brows, anything beauty, we do it here at Trachouse. So it started with one person, and now it's grown. So when I was doing hair from home, I had a client who I didn't live in the best neighborhood. So my client's husband came to pick her up, and he was like, "What is this, a trap house?" And when you're sewing hair and extensions, it's usually on a weft, which is also called a track. And my name on Instagram was I Sew Tracks, because that's all I do really is make wigs and sew hair in. So he said, "What is this, a trap house?" And I was like, "No, it's a track house." And then that's where the name came from. For me, it was just like about finances. So, broke college student. I wanted my hair to look nice. We were going out on Thursday nights. I went to Southern. So, we were downtown New Haven. I'm like, I need my hair done. But, the jobs that I had wasn't giving me the money that I needed to get it done. So my friend and I at the time, we were doing each other's hair. Just kind of learning different things from YouTube and experimenting. And I went to James Hill House High School. So our freshman year in college, we were like, well, we've been doing our hair all school year. Like, let's go back to Hill House and see who needs their hair done for prom. So then it just kind of grew from there. And then those prom girls then told their older sisters and their moms and their little sisters who were coming up and going to their dances. So that's kind of just how the clientele began. And I did a lot of community jobs. Like I worked at Leap in New Haven. I worked just so many different places. So just meeting people from the community, my college community, being from New Haven area, just kind of grew everything like that. And when you start doing any type of service provider situation, people are gonna keep coming back, especially if you have good customer service. The retention, it doesn't stop. So I'm thinking like, oh, this is just a side job. Like I went to school to be an English teacher, and now people are like, oh, I'm gonna book you for my wedding in 2025. I'm like, girl, it's 2007. So just kind of started with as a side business, and then it just kind of said, no, this is what you're gonna do. God said, no, this is what you're supposed to be doing. So now this is what I'm doing. I love doing hair, but I love people more than that. So we have, every October, we have a project called the Pink Project. Both my grandmothers were diagnosed with breast cancer when I was young, but they're both still living and alive and survivors, so that's great. But just doing hair, we noticed a lot of people come in with just these stories of having cancer or alopecia or things that they've been afflicted with. So every October, we have the Pink Project, where people from the community nominate their family members, their friends, co-workers have been nominated, and then we give them a free wig. We give them, it's like a whole day. So they get a free wig installed, they get their makeup done, they get food. There's always a caterer, somebody always donates food. They get a photo shoot, so always a photographer. So it's just a day of beauty so that they can feel amazing, and that's one way that we give back. We have a toiletry drive every March for Women's Month, where, people are receiving food stamps or like state assistance and things like that. Oftentimes they're not able to buy feminine products, lotion, just the things that they might need outside of food. So we donate those items. Our clients bring them in. They bring tampons, they bring pads, they bring just all things. And then we have followers from like all over the place. So we have an Amazon list that people can purchase things from Amazon. They send it to the salon, and then we donate it to whatever shelter we choose or church for the year. Every September 15th, we celebrate World Afro Day, where we kind of embrace little girls that want to love their hair. And, you can wear extensions and weaves and, straighten and things like that, but you gotta also love just the kinky hair that's coming out of your head. So we have a day that we do that. And that's usually hosted here. We've had it in the community, but this year we're gonna have it here again. So they do coloring pages, they do affirmations, and just this year we're gonna take it a step further where they can like feel what hair is like, what different textures of hair is like, because it's not just one texture, there's hundreds of textures of hair. So we do lots of things in between, but those are like some of the core staple things that we do yearly just for the community. We do braid give backs, we braid kids' hair to go back to school for free. so many things that we do. So we're definitely immersed in our community. When I first began Trachouse in 2016, we started off in a suite in New Haven. So it was like 400 square feet, and there were 4 of us working there. It was a dry bar, so there were no sinks or anything. We just did braids and extensions only. And from there, one of my salon manager, actually now her name is Molly, she went to Paul Mitchell in North Haven. She got her cosmetology license, and she's like, I can't just do braids anymore. Like, I need to expand because I just paid $26,000 for my degree. And I'm like, girl, you're right. So then we moved to Grand Avenue in New Haven, and that was a full service salon. So we had sinks, we expanded our staff, and that was in 2017 that we did that. And then in 2020, amid the pandemic, we had to close down, which that was just a hot mess. But, we're grateful that we were able to stay open, and we just listened to our clients at that point that wanted a place where they could do all their services, because everybody was like, you have your mask, you got to take temperatures, you got to wash your hands. Like, it was just so much, and people just wanted to get their services done in a place, in a business that they can trust. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to open another one of these. It's fine. So we have another location at 534 State Street in New Haven. Currently, right now, we opened that in 2020. It was just a beauty bar, so we had teeth whitening, our esthetician was there, we had the nails and the makeup, and all that stuff was just there. And it was just within walking distance, so people were able to get their hair done and then just drive over to the next location. And then in 2021, my lease was over at our Grand Avenue location, so we had to move. It was a very stressful time for me because I was like, where am I to put all these people? Because at that time, the staff was like 17 because it was 2 locations. So that was very stressful trying to find the right place. And I wanted to stay in New Haven because that's where our clientele was. Like, we built this great community of people, and New Haven didn't have a lot of places that had free parking. And if you have all the staff and people coming in, it's not like a barbershop where you're coming in for 20, 30 minutes. Like, people are here for 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours getting different services done. So we needed to have free parking. So I ventured outside of New Haven, and my realtor found me this great, beautiful 3,000 square foot space in East Haven, and it's just like 7 minutes away from our other location on State Street. And it's just been very great. The people of East Haven have welcomed us. The mayor has come by, and it's been just smooth sailing being in this space, in this plaza. We eat Wendy's every single day. Home Depot is right here in the plaza, so it's been very peaceful being here and accessible for everyone. So our clients didn't have a problem with us coming to East Haven. It's just right along the way. So our clientele base has changed. We don't have as many college students as we had in the beginning, so they're not like taking the city bus or whatever, because there's no city bus around here. But they're getting here. They're getting to us. The clientele has increased, not declined. So East Haven has been great. And as long as we stay consistent with our services, then everything's great. So this is Trachouse Beauty Salon, and we have 2 locations, one here in East Haven at 39 Frontage Road, and we have our other location is 534 State Street in New Haven. We provide an array of services: hair, makeup, nails. We have waxing, intimate waxing, facials, whatever you need, we have it. You can find us at www.thetrachouse.com or conveniently on Instagram and Facebook at Trachouse. And you can find our number on Google because I don't know off the top of my head.